Originally released in 1993, this animated feature, Batman Mask of the Phantasm, hit home with a lot of Batman fans. Some even argue to this day that it is one of the best, if not the best, Batman movie. So it is available on DVD and Blu-ray, finally. As you can see, I have my copy. So let's dive in and take a look at Batman Mask of the Phantasm and see if it's really as good as we remember or if nostalgia is just winning the day. Batman Mask of the Phantasm takes place in Gotham City, and it's the story of a new masked vigilante who mysteriously appears and starts eliminating crime bosses in Gotham. And it's going systematically one by one through the different heads of the different families until the last remaining head has to call on the Joker for help to stop what they think is Batman, but it turns out to be someone entirely different. Now, the story as a whole is really well done, and I believe it still holds up today. Again, it was 1993 when this film was originally released, and now here we are in 2017. It does jump between different periods in Bruce Wayne / Batman's life. So we get to see who Batman was before he actually put on the cape and cowl, and then it kind of jumps into like a little bit of almost like a year one, but then it's in the present. We have everything that we know of Batman and the characters in Gotham City. Now, Batman is established, so Commissioner Gordon knows that when these crime bosses start dying, that's not Batman. Batman's a vigilante that doesn't kill. However, there is a city council member who believes that it is Batman, and so there's a conflict between the city councilman and Batman, the city councilman using the police against Batman, the crime families against Batman, and then the Joker against Batman. But the Mask of the Phantasm character, they don't really have a conflict with Batman. So it seems like the Phantasm, if you will, in this movie adheres to a strict code of honor where they're only here to do point A to point B, and that's it. And if you get in their way, they'll stop you, but you might be able to survive the day. Now, as the film progresses, we learn a lot more about who Bruce Wayne is, the struggle that he went through as a person before he became the hero, which I thought was pretty great. Now, is this the best origin of Batman? I think some might argue that it is. However, I would say Christopher Nolan's Batman Begins is probably the quintessential origin story for Batman as far as movies are concerned. I think that still holds up. I think that's probably the best origin of Batman, even though I do like The Dark Knight a little bit more overall. But back to Mask of the Phantasm. By the end of the film, we do find out who this new Phantom is. It puts a direct conflict with Bruce Wayne as Bruce Wayne / Batman. And also, we see the Joker come into play in a very unique and very Jokery way. And much to our delight, the Joker was voiced by Mark Hamill. And we always, if you've been watching the animated show these many, many years, you know that Mark Hamill does a great job voicing the Joker. And this movie is no exception. Mark Hamill does a great job voicing this psychotic character who literally lives in his own world of rules and goes a little bit further into Crazy Town. The Joker's headquarters is an old park, like an amusement park, that showcased what the future might look like for homes and living, etc. It's now run down and been abandoned, but the Joker has found many creative ways to still use this as his home base. And fortunately for us, the people who made this movie were intelligent enough and creative enough to figure out how to show us what the Joker can do with an old amusement park that's run down. Batman Mask of the Phantasm. Does it hold up? Absolutely, this movie holds up. I enjoyed this rewatch so much, and I hadn't seen it in over a decade. So I recommend that you check out Batman Mask of the Phantasm. You can order it online. You can probably go to your local store and pick it up, like a Walmart or a Target or something like that. But if you can't, you can always get it on Amazon or any other online store that's going to be selling this. There's some really good fight scenes. I will say Joker gets hit so hard his tooth flies out, and we get to see that, which I thought was pretty dope. So check it out. Have a great time with it. It's 1993 to 2017. It still holds up. I still enjoyed it. Batman Mask of the Phantasm is getting all the high fives.